Good morning. Hello, hello, let's go, we're ready. So let's take our feet to the width of the mat. Make a fist and squeeze the elbows and pull them back. So you're really crowding out the chest and you feel the shoulder blades pinch a little in the back. Hold that sensation and fold halfway down. And then come back up. And do it again. This is such a great exercise for you to do every morning. That's why they call these good mornings. They're good for us. Okay, just do a few more. And then we're going to meet all the way down at the bottom. You're going to release the arms, let your head go, so you're just looking through your legs to the back of the room. Try to get the legs straight if you can. You're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Fold it back down. Walk your hands out to the front of your mat. You're in high plank. From here, pull back to a down dog. You got your feet nice and wide. Pull forward and back. And keep going. A few more times. Nice. Now meet in plank. Pull your feet in so they're about 4 to 6 inches apart. And now go to a down dog. We're going to drive these heels one at a time into the floor. So you're just pedaling your feet. Now hold one side down. And then switch, other side down. Come back to plank. Step your feet in so you're in bear. From bear, go to a small dog. Back to bear. Do that a few more times. Keep drawing that belly button up and into your spine. On the last one, we're going to meet on all fours and do a nice transition to some cat-cows. So big rounding of the back and then reverse it. Kind of enjoy these, like you don't need to be in a hurry. And explore different angles of the hips. Okay, so from your quadruped position now, we're going to keep the toes tucked under, take the hips back over the heels, slide your hands to the corners of the mat. And let's think about getting that chest coming down towards the floor. Forehead is off the floor. Open the left palm, lift it up off the floor, and then put it back down. Do the same with the right. Open, lift, and then reach the arm long. Keep alternating sides. Nice. Now come back up onto all fours. You're going to come off your knees. Hold your bear. Now take that left leg, sweep it back behind you. And then put those toes back down on the floor. Take that right leg, push it back. And alternate sides. Let's do a few more. Now from your bear, come into a small dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Keep the legs straight if you can. Shift your hips backwards. Walk your hands forward. Fingertips only on the floor. Big reach so you stretch out your lats. Hold all the way back down. We're going to cross the arms. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time with the arms crossed. Nice. Now lift them up. Keep them crossed. Lower them. Round down one vertebrae at a time. Let the shoulders just fall out of their sockets towards the floor. Roll back up, draw in the belly as you complete this exercise. Lift the arms as high as you can get them, lower them, come down one more time. Hold here, take 3 big breaths. Okay, release the arms. Inhale, extend the spine. Now bend your legs so you're in a squat, but your fingertips haven't moved. Your spine stays in extension. Let your knees pull forward a little bit so you get the benefit of length around the Achilles. And then go back to that straight leg, fold completely down over your legs. Inhale, extend the spine, bend your legs. Back to a full fold. Inhale, extend the spine, bend your legs. Last time. Now go to a straight leg, reverse swan dive all the way back up, flip your palms. Try to move the arms back. Now, big sweep up and come back parallel to the floor with your palms facing up. Try to move the arms a little further back. Do it again, sweep up and down and up and swan dive it all the way down. Let your head go. 3 big deep breaths. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Flip your palms, reach them up. You're going to go up and over to one side. And then up and over to the other side. Keep oscillating slowly while you maintain the lift up. Nice. Now make field goal posts. Draw the elbows back. Hands come down, flip them back up. Keep your neck nice and long. Really good posture, super important when you're exercising. Actually, it's important all the time. Do this a few more times. Now let the elbows come down by your side and then bring them back up. And lower and lift. And lower. And one more time. Now, big deep breath. Swan dive it all the way down. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it back up. Reach for the ceiling. Bring your hands to heart. Step your feet out into your sumo squat position. So I've got my feet in the same line, my heels on the mat, and my toes off. I'm going to come down into a little squat. I'm just going to hold this. Wherever you are, however low or high, doesn't really matter. You just want to get into these inner thighs. Now come back up slowly. Squeeze and lift all your muscles when you're coming up. Draw the belly in, lower down. Now, we're maintaining a nice long spine. I'm not hunching forward or rounding my back in any way. Down again. And up. And one more time. And back up. Okay, bring your feet together, shake it out. We're just going to sway these arms from side to side. Nice. Now shake the shoulders up and down. If you ever feel tension during the day, this is a really good thing to do. Okay, there we go. Pick up your heavy weights. We're going to start with regular deadlifts. So I've got my feet hip width apart. I'm gonna push my hips back and weight into my heels. Keep my spine long. I'm gonna come down, hip hinging. So just consider this like a hinge of the hip and you're right back up. So you go up and down, maybe 3 counts down and 3 up. Nice steady pace just to warm up the back of the legs. We want to keep the legs straight here if we can. And really, when you start your descent, it's all about weighting back to the feet, pushing your hips back. Okay, we're going to add the upper body into this. So when you come up, I want you to open your weights, crowd out the chest, and give those shoulder blades a big squeeze. And then turn, come back down. Do it again. Big squeeze. And lower. You have 5 more. Then we're going to add on to this. We're going to do a little kickstand, focusing on one leg at a time. Best way to train, because you can't favor a side, right? We all have one side stronger than the other. Okay, so I'm just going to hold the weights by my side. I'm going to kickstand my right foot. That means I'm only putting very little weight into it. Come on down, just like you were doing when we started, and then back up. The only difference is you're going to feel this mostly through your left leg. And of course, glute. So your job here is to keep the weight as best you can out of that right foot. And I hope you're using some challenging weights so you're already starting to feel this. Now the trick with these deadlifts is keeping the weights around the foot, not in front of the foot, because then you're taking weight out of the leg and putting it into your upper body. We want to focus right now on getting it into the leg. 2 more, and we're just going to switch legs. Okay, I'm just going to put my weights down just for a sec before I start the right side and give my grip a little break. Okay, here we go. Kickstanding the left foot. Right, remember, hip hinge. Get the hips moving backwards when you start your descent. Keep the weights in line with the foot, not way out in front. No rounding of your upper back. Keep that chest crowding out, keep your belly in, and keep as much weight as you can out of that left foot. This is a really good way to strengthen around the hips, your glutes. Hopefully you're feeling them. Okay, we have 4 more. Keep that posture, keep your spine long. Just think of this as shifting the hips back and hinging through them. Okay, this is your last one. Put your weights down. We're going to give our hands a little bit of a break. We're going to come down to the floor. No weights right now. Grab your small band, wrap it around your ankles, have a nice little lie down, and straighten out those legs right over the hips. Flex your feet, open out nice and wide. Bring them back together. So when you open out, I want you to count to 2 before you bring them back together. When you bring them back together, do it slowly. You can go out at any pace you like, just make sure you're spreading those legs as much as you can. Nice, easy breathing in and out through the nose. Try not to use any momentum. That means you're moving the legs out nice and slow and steady. Get rid of all the jerkiness to open them, and then close with control. You can also play around with your angle. If you want to work the belly, move your feet further out. You have 5 more, make them fabulous. Okay, bring your knees in. You're going to take the band off. You're going to rock and roll back up onto your feet. We're going to transition to a single leg deadlift. So, I'm going to kill these butt cheeks today. Okay, so we're going to start kickstanding the right foot. Hold your heavy weights by your side, get your posture in check. You're going to start the hip hinge, lift your back foot off the floor, start to make your descent nice and slow. Keep the weights on either side of the foot and then come back up. You can come up at any pace you want, go down slowly. So down slowly, when I say slowly, that's at least 5 counts to get down. You can also modify your weight or do no weights. It's still a great exercise. Challenges the strength of that left glute and, more importantly, the balance. That's why I love doing these single leg deadlifts. They should be manageable because we did a big warm up of these muscles doing both legs at the same time. So we're going to try to do 5 more on this one leg. Drop the weights, modify if you need to, but keep trying to complete the task. Okay, we have 2 to go. Okay, put the weights down. Before we do the other side, we're going to take ourselves back down on the floor. We're going to do a little 5 slow Pilates sit-ups. So heels to the corner of the mat, arms out in front or on the shoulders. C-curve the spine, draw in the belly. Come down nice and slow. You're flexing the spine, that's important. Arms go all the way back. Point your toes so you feel a nice stretch through the shins. Now let's come back up. Rounding, drawing in the stomach, diving between the legs. Do it again. Keep the spine in flexion the whole time. So working on number 3. Nice and slow. Big full body stretch, then you start your coming back up. Here's your last one. Big full body stretch, then roll it back up. Dive between the legs. Hold this for 3 big breaths. Okay, you're back up on your feet and we're going to do the other leg, the single leg deadlifts. So grab those heavy weights again. So now we're working the right leg, we're kickstanding the left foot. So get all the weight going over to the right. And when you start, take that leg back, come down nice and slow. 5 counts down. And then up at whatever pace you like. So again, your job is to try to keep the weights on either side of the standing foot. When you see people doing this at the gym, most people have the weights way out in front and they're missing some of the workload going into that right glute and hip. Keep your posture, put out that chest, draw in the belly. So we're going to try to get through 5 more. Modify if you need to. You can also limit your range of motion. Maybe the weights don't get all the way to the floor. Here's my last one. Then we're going to transition. We're going to do some push-ups. Give our hands a little break. So we have 15 push-ups on deck. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. Woohoo, get in push-up position. Whenever you're ready, let's get them done. Don't let those hips drop. You have to engage your midsection. Elbows coming out 45 degrees from the body. It's the chest you're lowering, not your face. Keep your neck long. Nice job. So when you're done your 15, you're in child's pose. Just relaxing. Okay, so from child's pose, see if you can sit on your heels in your kneeling position. And then we're going to walk the hands backwards. Your fingers back there are facing the back of the room. And if you can take it down onto the forearms so you get a nice stretch through the quads. Just hold this for a sec. Make sure you're looking up at the ceiling so your neck is comfortable. Now you come off one side first, then the other, back into your quadruped position with your toes tucked under. Give me some nice cat-cows. Okay, take those feet off to the side, have a seat on your butt. We're gonna do some flies. And I have my long band today. So just to switch it up from weights, if you don't have a band like this, that's fine. You can just use your regular weights that you use when we do flies. So we're gonna lie down. I'm gonna get that band nice and tight. I'm gonna roll it over my wrist. So it's easier to grip, not my wrist, my hands, I mean. So now open out nice and wide with control and squeeze back together nice and slowly. We're gonna do it 8 times and then I'm gonna switch to weights. So maybe you consider this part of a warm-up, but it really forces you to go slowly and steady. So it just modifies your ability to let gravity take over if you're really in control of this band. Keep your wrists neutral. Big opening, slowly bring it back together. We're gonna do 2 more. And last one. Now we're gonna put the bed off to the side. I'm gonna grab my weights that I normally use for flies. We're gonna continue the same exercise. So opening out with control and bringing back together. Slow and steady. We like the back of the arms to get down onto the floor if you can. Nice loose grip on the weights. And you really want to keep them centered over the chest. I'm going out on 5 counts and I'm coming back in on 5. So these are very slow reps. Important to try to do your own counting so you don't go too quickly. Keep that neck neutral, your face relaxed. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you, now that you're warmed up and you've gotten this memory pattern down, see if you can go just a tiny bit quicker on the way down, but come back up at that same slow pace. Two more. Okay, let's put these weights down. We're going to do some lat pulls. So I'm going to use one heavy weight. I'm going to be still lying down in that same position. I've got this one heavy weight where I'm holding the ends of it. And I'm going to keep my arms nice and straight. Your legs are bent. I want you to give me that pelvic tilt so you feel the low back skin on the floor. And then think about lowering your ribs down. Then move the arms back slowly. Keep those ribs down as best you can, and then come back up. So 5 counts back. Up at whatever pace you like. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, hold the weight at the top. I want you to step your feet in close to your butt. So you have a big, big, big bend in the leg. Now, keep that pelvic tilt, weight into the heels, and try to purposefully activate your glutes. Lift your toes off the floor. Now take the weight back, do your lat pull, bring it back up, bridge up. So you're lifting up off into a full bridge with the weight there. My toes are still up. Now I'm gonna slowly lower my hips, 1 vertebrae at a time. That means I'm staying flexed. Then I take the weight back again. Come forward, bridge it up. Really press up through your heels, go as high as you can, and then come down slowly, rounding that back, right when you come down. Take the weight back. Do it again. Bridge up through the heels. Lower slow. Arms go back. You have 3 more. Bridge up. Lower down. Arms go back. 2 more. Arms come back slow. Last one, bridge up. Lower down. Weights go back. And come all the way up. Put that weight down. You're going to come down onto your back. We're going to give our lower back a little bit of a massage by circling the knees. We have a round of 10 push-ups coming up on deck. So start psyching yourself up. Super duper good for you. Okay, rock and roll up. Flip it around into your push-up position, and just be grateful it's only 10. Here we go. 10. You got this. Nice job. Take it back to your, just a nice little reprieve here in your child's pose. Any child's pose that you like. Hold here and breathe. Okay, while we're here, we might as well knock out these last 5. So give me 5 good push-ups. Let's go. And back to your child's pose. Switch up the angles, why not? Okay, come on back up onto your feet. We're gonna do some sumo squats, holding a weight. So, whatever you have, it's challenging. Now look down at your feet, make sure you got them in the same line. Toes out, heels in. Squat down, no rounding of the back, come back up. You have 8 of these. Your range of motion is whatever you're comfortable with, but the bigger it is, the better. Keep shifting your hips backwards. Keep your face up. Okay, put that weight down. Meet me in a split lunge, no weight. Left foot forward, right leg back. Hands to heart. Now, I want you to take your feet a little further apart if you can. Get nice and high on your back foot. Give me a big forward lean and a big bend in your front leg. So I've taken most of the weight out of my back foot. It's really only there just for balance. I'm going to extend the arms forward. And I'm going to lift them and then take them back by my side. And then lift them and back by my side. 3 more times. Lift and lower and lift and lower. Bring your hands to heart. Rotate both shoulders to the left. Come back center. Go left again. Back center. Left again. 2 more. Going as far as you can rotate. Got to get a little edgy. Okay, come back. Arms out. Lift them. Take them back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, step it back to plank. Oh my goodness. That was a butt killer. Hold your plank. Push your legs straight. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Keep your legs straight. Full forward fold over them. Roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Ooh, big deep breath. And release the arms. Step your right leg forward. Big step. Now, see if you can even spread them further apart. So inch your front foot further forward. Once you got that going on, bend into that front leg. Lean down. So you got a huge forward lean. So right now you should feel most of your weight in your right leg. The pad of the foot on the left side is just barely weighting into the floor. Arms come forward, lift, take them back. Proud out your chest, sweep them up, take them back, and keep going. So the only thing moving are the arms. 1 more. Bring your hands to heart. Both shoulders. Rotate all the way to the right. Come back. I want you to maintain that huge forward lean. This is round 2. You have 3 more slowly. 3, 2, 1. Take those arms back out in front. Lift. Sweep them back. Lift. And back. And lift. And back. You have 2 more. Lift. And back. And lift. And step back plank. Oh my goodness. Holy moly, that was tough. Whew. Scapular push-ups. Lower the chest between the arms. Don't bend the arms. Push away from the earth. Do it again. Lower and lift. You have 5, 4. Keep your legs straight. 3, 2. And done. Come down onto the forearms. Keep your knees off the floor. Hold your low plank. Right forearm facing the left, side plank. Stack your feet if you can. Modification is bottom knees on the floor, top leg is straight and long. Back to your forearm plank. Left forearm facing the right side. Both forearms. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Meet me in child's pose. Nice job, guys. All the hard work is done. Little stretching, and then we're out of here. Okay, come on up. You're gonna flip it around. We're gonna lie it down. Legs bent, figure 4 stretch. Right foot sits on top of your left thigh. Use your hands, bring them through the legs. Help your left knee get in nice and close. Using the arms. Move that right knee forward as you draw the left one in even closer. Get that little tug of war going on. Relax your neck and your face. Just breathe here, 3 big breaths. Put the left foot down, then the right, switch sides. Keep the foot flexed as it sits on top of that thigh. Use your arms to help you get that right knee in close while you push the left knee forward. Both feet on the floor. Right knee crosses over left knee. Bring the knees in, flex your feet, take hold of the outsides of the feet. Use your arms to pull the knees in close. Now, while you're here, move the feet, lift them up, and then lower them back down. Maybe it's 6 inches or 8 inches. Try to move both of them slowly. Keeping the pull into the knees. 1 more. Okay, feet down, uncross, go the other way. Hold the outsides of the feet. Use your arms to pull those knees in. You're going to feel that amazing stretch through that left glute and IT band. Lift the feet, lower. Keep that going nice and slow. Just a few more. Nice. Okay, uncross the legs, rock and roll yourself forward. Come all the way up onto the toes. Those heels nice and high. Just hang out here for a sec. Look down at your feet and make sure the ankles aren't moving. Whoops, out to the side. You want to keep them stacked right over the pads of the feet. Okay, full forward fold. Cross the arms. Relax the head. Roll up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Take a nice big deep breath, and I thank you very much for your power and strength. We are done. Done, done, done. Woohoo! There's Anne and Sue.